You're listening to NFRN The Drive, your place for NFRN, NASCAR, and motorsport news. Hello again, everybody. Colin Denton here with another installment of NFRN The Drive. We're going to keep this one a little bit shorter so we can get right into the racing action. We do want to hit some of our top headlines of the day before we get into that. First off, we confirmed that Darrell Wallace Jr. will continue to be the driver of the number 43 Chevrolet Camaro for Richard Petty Motorsports. Both Petty and Wallace teased last week that an extension was imminent, and we found out on Saturday through a press release that that was official. Wallace had a best finish this season of second at Daytona 500, a runner-up finish, and he has led laps at 3 other racetracks so far this season. We could see a change in the windshield wiper rule at road courses. Senior Vice President Scott Miller says it could change for 2019 that teams are able to add a wiper blade to the race cars even if it's not expected to rain. Some teams believe that it provides an aerodynamic advantage. It appears the sport is taking notice of that, and it could become a rule change for the upcoming season. And finally, Junior Motorsports announced Travis Mack will take over the crew chief duties for the number 5 Xfinity team and their driver Michael Annett. Mack was a former Junior Motorsports and Hendrick Motorsports employee. He was a car chief for Chase Elliott during his 2014 Xfinity Championship, as well as at Hendrick Motorsports for Dale Earnhardt Jr. He became the crew chief for Casey Kahne and Levine Family Racing this season until he was replaced a couple weeks ago. Jason Stockhart, who was the former crew chief for that number 5 team, will move to a different role within the organization. And the last time we went racing, it was a truck and modified weekend. The Truck Series went to Trenton for their 4th race of the season, while the Open Modified Series made its debut with some of our part-timers. Jim Fowler was our pole sitter for this race, trying to see what he could do to get his first win of the season. A few laps into the race, some contact between Derek Hamill into Ryan Parsons turns both cars around, as well as Derek Anderline. Andy Kuhn with a little bit of damage. No caution as a result of this. Saw a solid run and qualifying effort out of Stephen Schaff in his home state of New Jersey, but unfortunately wouldn't last up. A little bit of contact between Adam Kuhn and Justin Lisenby, and then as the 19 car continues to roll, contact with the 3. Fowler would fall back in the pack though on those pit stops, as a lot of people had problems. Stephen Schaff being one of those. It would be Dalton Wise who would have the fastest stop and be able to just beat out Jason Langley to the line. So Wise grabs the victory and puts himself in the playoffs. 3rd place in points now. Langley fights himself up to 2nd and gains some points, but still a little bit further back in the field. Clint McComb, now the new points leader, as Josh McCoy holds 2nd place. Tyler Reed falls all the way to 8th place, 35th in the race. We also mentioned that Modifieds ran this weekend. We see the results here. James Johnson takes the feature win at White Mountain Motorsports Park. Justin Zeidel comes up in 2nd, Tanya Breyer in 3rd. We see a lot of guys that were making their first appearances in the league, and several of them not even having starts either. So big runs for these guys. Meanwhile, over in the heat, you see the notables, guys that have made a lot of races, not able to qualify for this one nor make the truck race. With the Truck Series at the halfway point of the regular season, we saw the next edition of Power Rankings come out for them. Some big gains, some big losses as well. Ross Kispin made the biggest jump, going from 26th to 5th, a big 21-point jump for him. Clint McComb went from 21st to 1st, as he currently leads the point standings and has victory at Twin Ring that locks him into the playoffs. Dalton Wise got a big jump from him, winning at the last race as well. Guys that were doing great at the beginning of the regular season, like Ryan Parsons and Adam Kuhn, make big drops, and for Adam Kuhn, that's really disappointing because he was on the verge of a victory at Columbia. Now, we've been prompting the drivers of the league to sign up for our 24-hour race. Well, we didn't announce the track, but we do have that tonight. Here is the track that we're going to be racing on for the 24-hour race, Pensacola International Speedway's road course configuration, which is half road course, half oval. Super speedway, just like you would see at Daytona. We're going to have a lot of fun at this racetrack, as these guys are going to be taking a 24-hour endurance ride around this very long circuit. We're going to see how they are able to fare and who's going to be the team that comes out on top. In case you need the information, once again, the race will include teams of 3 to 5 drivers rotating throughout a timed 24-hour race. These can be arranged within the NFRN forum page, which you can find in the video down in the description. This does not restrict drivers to the teams that they're in to be teams in this event. Eligibility, all it takes is being an active NFRN driver. Part-time trucks can be included, so you can sign up right now and do the 24-hour race as well. 2 different ways to sign up. You can either form your team now, having their name and email on hand when you make that sign up, or you can put yourself into the driver pool so that when the race happens, you can be auto-assigned to a team. And if you'd like to communicate with other league drivers, either the former team or just in general, we've got an NFRN Discord that is in conjunction with the ASCA League, which I partially run for the Copperhead Amateur Series. That Discord is down in the description. You can go check that out. Instant invite join link right there. And from there you can talk with other people and get the news up to date as it happens. So like I said, we're going to keep this one short. And we're ready to go racing up in Canada and out in Australia. Both of our racing series today, the Amateur Cup Series and the Elite Cup Series, trying to see who's going to be our next victors. So, for NFRN and RVN, my name is Colin Denton. Good night, and good riddance.
Louder!